What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Little Fat Mushy Cove, representing the WCIS. We can inspire someone. OPP only promote positivity. Shout out to Waterbed Head. Shout out to Uncle DV. Tonight is the show. What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, y'all feeling good. Let me get everything good on the Instagram. Let's make sure it's good over here. Let's get everything set up. Hopefully, everybody's feeling good tonight. Welcome to the show. All right. I just already didn't even want to see what's going on. Already see it. All right, let's get this set live. Going live on Instagram. There we go. All right. What up, SWAT members in the building? What up, Daryl? What's going on, bro? How you feeling? Hopefully everybody's feeling good, feeling great. What's going on, my brother? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? We sounding good? We sounding good out here? All right, let me go live on Instagram now. All right, we should be good to go. Daryl, what's going on, my brother? Welcome to the stream. Let me turn that down a little bit. Let me adjust my levels. Just walking in from work, so I say, yo, let me hurry up and get on. Like I don't want to have people up on here waiting. Hold on, let me clean my spectacles. Oh, what's going on, J-Dub? The dog is in the building. My man Amity is in the building. What's going on, my brother Scorpio? Okay. That's another thing I gotta do now. Let me turn off my notifications. All right. Let's turn off the notifications, or at least turn them down. All right. All right. We should be good to go. Daryl, how you doing, my brother? Hopefully everything is good with you. So you see the show is back, bro. And I sent you the link just because I know we always talked about doing the show. And now it's possible for you to jump on the show whenever you're ready, bro. You can jump on. We could chop it up. All right. I just thought I'd stop by and say hi. Thank you so much, J-Dub the dog. Let me see if I could set it up on the Instagram a little bit better. Hold on, let me find. Actually, give me a second. I gotta find my holder for the phone here. All right, give me 1 second. Got you for sure, bro. All right, give me 1 second. Let me set my Let me make sure the phone is set up for Instagram. Give me 1 second. I want everybody to be able to see nice and clear. All right. Now we should be good to go. Monique, what's going on, Monique? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. All right, so tonight we're going to be talking about some... First of all, what up, everybody? What up? Ava's in the building. What up, Ava? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm streaming live on Instagram. I'm doing good. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? What up? Joseph is in the building. What up, Joseph? How you doing tonight? Hopefully you're feeling good. Let me bring the soundboard back up, all right? All right, now we up and running. Joseph, how you doing? Monique, how you doing? My Scorpio sister, everybody tuning in on Instagram. I'm streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. You can come on over to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification. My man ASHY is in the building. What's going on, bro? The fourth hostman. How you doing tonight? My man Daryl is here with me. I got my man Joseph here with me. And we got Eminem, Monique Maximo is in the building. That's my Scorpio sister right there. I got my Scorpio brother here with me too. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if everything is sounding good. I want to make sure everything is sounding right. Everything sounding good? We sounding good? All right. Let's get on this. Jersey Devil is in the building. Jersey Devil MD. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully everybody's feeling good. I know I'm feeling good. Hold on, let me go to all right, we got all the all right, we got and all right. So tonight we got a good topic for everybody. First of all, if you're tuning in on Facebook, you can come on over to the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Yay for the early stream. I told you I'd be on at 9 o'clock. You know, just got in from work. J-Dub, hold on. Let me make sure I'm not much love to you always, brother. Gotta go eat and take care, but I wanted to stop by. Thank you so much, J-Dub the dog. Don't. It's J-Dub the dogs. Thank you so much for tuning in, bro. Thank you. So if you're watching on Instagram or if you're watching on Facebook, you can easily come on over to the YouTube. All you have to do is type in WCIS and the number 1 and come join the YouTube channel. Jersey, how you feeling tonight? ASHY, how you feeling? Tonight we're gonna be talking Venus versus Mars. You know, we're gonna talk about how men go about choosing their partner compared to how women go about choosing their partners. Some of the differences between men and women, and what are some of the things we need to do to help us create a little bit more unity between men and women. There seems to be a division going on, and I think is hindering. It's hindering. Hola, Osito. What up, Osito? What's going on, bro? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're feeling good, feeling great. All right, round of applause. My Starbucks family then jumped into the building with me. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Hopefully we'll have. Hold on, let me add. For anyone who wants to jump into the stream. All right. All right. So for anyone who wants to jump into the stream, I just put the link. Hopefully no one has any problems being able to get onto the stream. If you're watching on Instagram, I'm streaming live on Facebook, streaming live on YouTube. Come and join the YouTube channel. Come join the community. It's all about I got hit. This camera and that camera. Unity. All right, it's your boy Lil Fat Mushy Toe representing the WCIS. We can't inspire someone. OPP only promote positivity. Shout out to Waterbed Head. Shout out to Uncle DV. And shout out to the community that's all about unity. Welcome to the show. I just stepped in from work. I said, yo, I got to step in from work and go straight live, like straight. Shout out for me getting here on time. That alarm said, yo, it's time to get to work. Time to get to work. The alarm is ringing. All right. So for the people in the chat, what are the differences you feel? What are some of the differences between the way a woman and a man goes about choosing their potential partner? That's the question that's on the table right now. Before I go any further, how do I sound? Does everything sound good? I want to make sure everything is sounding good. All right. I want to make sure everything is sounding good. All right, cool. Did the music in the background, is it I don't have it playing for the whole show anymore. I just have it playing for the intro. So hopefully it's stopped already. So Daryl, what do you think are some of the differences between the way a man chooses his mate and a woman goes about choosing her potential partner? What are the differences that we look for? What are the attributes that you feel women look for? And what are some of the attributes and qualities that you feel like a man looks for in a woman? Because they're not one and the same. You know, men and women are different. And there's a lot of talk and a lot of rhetoric about who brings what to the table and masculine versus feminine, but it should not be versus. At this point in time, it's too much versus. I think that we need an open line of communication so people can understand if you understand what each party is. Oh, my man, Ashy Larry is stepping into the building. Hi, Ashy Larry. We bringing Ashy Larry onto the show. It depends on ages as well. I'm just saying from your point of view, at your age right now, as a man, what is it that you're looking for? Ashy Larry's in the building. Uh-oh. Devil's in the building. Hold on. And I have to choose the settings. Hold on. Change the speakers. All right. Everybody should be able to see right now. Ashy Larry, are you in the building?
I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Oh, yeah, I hear you loud and clear now, brother. I got you. Geneve, I could fly. What up, Geneve? Checking in on the Instagram. How you doing? How you feeling? So happy to have you here. Geneve is in the building. What up, Geneve? How you doing? Ashy Larry, my brother, what's going on?
What up, TOV?
I'm doing good, bro. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for joining the show, my brother.
Not a problem.
All right. We got Jersey Devil. Her mic is muted right now, so we're gonna wait for her to jump on.
There's feedback when you talk.
That's Ashy Larry. You're gonna have to turn me down, bro.
I thought it was me, so I muted my.
Nah, because I could hear myself when I'm speaking when Ashy Larry came in. You gotta turn me completely down, bro. Or put on headphones.
Hold on a second. Let me get some headphones.
All right. Jersey, how you feeling? You feeling good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
All right. Is there any feedback now?
No, I think that was Ashley's. Yep.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I hear you loud and clear, Ashley. I hear you, bro.
Oh, it's fixed now.
All right. Hold on. Let me just check something real quick. Thank you so much for joining tonight.
Dang, hey, Ashley.
Yo, this is the first time, as long as Ashley been watching the show, this is the first time I ever spoke to Ashley Larry, bro.
Same. As much shit as you talk. I don't think we ever heard your voice.
I heard his voice one time before because he left me a message, I think, like a video message. He was talking in the background, but actually speaking to him. For us interacting for the last 8 years now, this is my first time speaking to Ashley Larry. I want to say thank you for all the years that you've been here with the WCIS. You know you like family to us. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you,
No
Jersey
problem,
Devil,
dude.
for tuning in, being a woman of your word.
Yeah, I think the only person I've ever met was Donald Rich. I met him in real life because he lives
Yeah,
near
so
me.
did I. I met Donald. Him and his daughter Sierra came to New York. It was it last year? It was during the pandemic, so it's been within the last 2 years. Jersey Devil's in the building. What up, Jersey?
Close.
Up close and personal.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
How you feeling tonight, Jersey?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
I had to turn. I realized I had the light. When you came on, I realized how much brighter I was. I had to turn my. I said, "Yo, I'm out here shining right now."
Nice. Super close.
Out here shining right now. All right, so y'all know what we're talking about tonight, right? We're talking Venus versus Mars. All right. So I wanted to start off the conversation with how do you feel? What are the differences between the way a man chooses his potential partner and the way a woman goes about choosing her potential partner? I know that we all know men and women are different, and we're looking for different things. And I feel like the more information that we put out there, the more conversation that we have about what each person is looking for, what each gender is looking for, I think it'll make it a little bit easier when it comes to people trying to that's looking for some type of compatibility. You know, it's beyond just attraction. Lord knows it's beyond just attraction in 2022.
Well, yeah,
You know?
I'm not gonna say. I mean, I hate being shallow, but you know, from a man's point of view, when we look at Jersey. I mean, come on, seriously. From a man's point of view, when we first see somebody, the first thing we're gonna look at, I mean, is how they look. The attraction is there, you know, physically, and then
Absolutely.
from then on, you know, other things can influence the way you look at somebody.
Okay. Wait a minute. Before we even get into the topic, I was rude because I know Ashy Larry, I know Jersey, but the people that are watching, they may not know. They may not. People going to be watching this years from now, and they may not know who you guys are. So I want y'all to introduce yourselves before we go any further. I was very rude. I apologize. Hold on. I apologize. I'm thinking like, all right, about to get into a nice conversation here because I know Jersey, I know Ashley Larry for years, but we gotta let everybody that's watching and who's gonna watch in the future get an understanding and an idea of who you are. So we're gonna let ladies first. Jersey Devil, if you'd like to introduce yourself, tell the people a little bit about yourself, and then Ashley Larry, you right after Jersey Devil, all right?
Cool.
Okay. I think everybody knows me, at least.
Even in the future?
If they're watching your stream, I think they'll know.
Hope to have new viewers, Jersey. I don't want to just stay right here with my same 50 viewers.
Well, not everyone, but I think
millions.
there are a lot of mutual friends through PSN. So I'm Jersey Devil. I originally joined the Ustream 8 years ago or so, and joined the WCIS family around the same time, right when I got on PlayStation.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Yeah, I live in Hawaii.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. Do matchups. Go to work.
Okay. So you just gonna leave off the fact that you JDMD, huh? You gonna leave that off?
In the process, still getting some things together, but in school, I'm in grad school, getting my doctorate, so working on that. I am pretty much done, and so I just have a few things left. But outside of that, gamer, but I do a lot of PC gaming now since PlayStation has shifted. So yeah.
All right. Shout out to Jersey Devil in the building.
I want to go first. Ashley, go first.
No, ladies are always first. What are you talking about? Come on now. Ashley Larry, you up next, bro. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. No.
There you go. There you go.
It's me. It's me. No, it's just Ashy Larry. You know, originally from California, living in Texas, just trying to stay alive. You know what I'm doing.
Uh, Ashley Larry kept it sweet and simple.
Maybe that's it.
And I'm your boy, Little Fat Mushy Tove, representing the WCIS. We can't inspire someone. OPP only promote positivity. Shout out to Waterbed Hev. His birthday was this week. He's out on vacation with his wife. God bless him. Hopefully you're having a great time, Hev. And when you get back, it's time to get your ass back to work.
Shout out to Hev Hoodie.
Hev Hoodie. Shout out to Uncle DV, who's at work right now. I figured out, he told me what his schedule is, so he'll be able to jump on Tuesdays going forward. So we'll have Uncle DV on the show soon. And yeah, basically my man Daryl's in the building with me. He said happy birthday, Hev. If you watching or if you watch in the future, you know. Daryl said happy birthday. But yeah, I brought the show back. I've been doing the show now for off and on for 8 years. I've met so many wonderful people. 2 of them are right here on the stream with me. Shout out to Waterbed Hev and Uncle DV, who also co-host the show with me. I wanted to bring the show back in a different format because we were always talking about community. But now the community can jump on the show and we can all have conversations just like this. All right. So thank y'all for tuning in and thank y'all for jumping on the stream with me. And now that we've been properly introduced, now we can get into the conversation. All right. So Ashley Larry led off by saying initially it's about, for men, it's about what they see. Now, JERSII, do you, as a woman, right, is it about what you see initially? Or is it something else? Are there other things that come into play initially? What's the first thing as a woman? What's the first thing you looking for?
Well, I can't speak for all women. I think I agree. Initially, it's going to be physical attraction. Because if you're not catching the eye, then you don't have the opportunity to get to know them on a personal level. So if there's not some level of physical attraction, I'm not talking about a complete 10, but if there's not something physically about them that grabs your attention and holds it, then it could be a lot of missed opportunities.
Okay. I agree with Ashley Larry to a certain extent. Visually, that's going, you know, I believe once I see someone and I'm attracted to them, that is what's going to catch my attention. But I'm not truly attracted to someone until I hear them speak. Once I hear them speak and I see how their energy and how they carry themselves matches up with how they look, then I feel I can move forward with how I'm feeling towards that person. But I can be easily deterred by the energy and by the way a woman speaks.
Oh, for sure.
Carries herself. Yeah. So I do agree with you, Ashley Larry. Visually is the, you know, that's what's going to catch your attention and attract you to a person. But I'm also trying to get a good feel on her energy. What is her energy like? Because she can be beautiful. Let's say she's beautiful and she's walking in Target with her daughter or with her son, and she's talking to her son or daughter any kind of way. Don't touch nothing. You ain't getting nothing. Right there, she's no longer attractive to me. I don't care. She could be Rihanna. She could be Beyonce. She could be the most beautiful. Right there, her attraction goes completely out the window in my eyes. So I agree. I'm going to look because, okay, she's pretty. But I can't truly be attracted to any woman until I hear her speak.
Well, that's true. I mean, you first see, and then it's like a puzzle. You just putting it together from there.
Yeah.
So what are some of the after you see the person? This is a question for both of you. After you see the person, what can turn the attraction level up and what can completely make it, what can throw it off the top of the right off the roof.
Just like from what you said, just depending on how she acts, how she speaks, how she carries herself. But I mean, if you're just talking about, from an attraction point of view, not from like a just knowing somebody, because I mean, hell, I'm not trying to get with everybody I'm seeing. Just saying, how does she carry herself? What kind of level am I looking to involve myself in with this person?
What about you, JERSII?
I agree. I agree. I think initially it is a visual thing. It can be. And it may not even just be visual. You may not care about looks, but maybe how they're speaking, or, if they exude whatever qualities you're looking for. And then you hear them and get to know them, and you're going to decide either, hey, they got something going about themselves, or they have a plan, or they're not just wandering through life, if that's your jam. And so it's really going to depend on each individual person and what they're looking for. But I think for a lot of women, traditionally, men, we were taught that men are the heads of the household, and that we follow the lead of men. But now I've seen a shift where women are like, I don't want to be told what to do. I'm the leader of my own household. And so what could turn them off is being controlled. So now it's not the men leading you, or the men, taking care of you. It's, oh, he's trying to control you. And so that for some women can be a turnoff.
Right. But as a woman, don't you want a man that can be a leader?
I'm speaking,
I'm speaking straight. Like, I don't want you to speak for everybody. I'm asking you. Yes, this is you personally now. Don't you feel like as a woman you want a man that you feel comfortable leading, that you that you feel comfortable enough to allow him to lead you, that you trust him?
Me personally, yes. So not that I want someone to control, or you are the sole person who is leading the household, but I want someone that I can depend on to share the load with, and that I don't feel like I'm not only leading both of us, but I have to take care of everything. So I do want a partner that I'm like, oh, okay, on some days where I'm not at 100, and whatever percent you are, it makes us as a couple the 100 that we need to be for that day.
Right. I agree with you 100%. What I see going on now, it seems to be some type of competition.
Yeah.
I feel like men and women are in competition, and we already have enough factors going against us in the world. There's the elite that really are living lavishly and living high off the hog. And then you have, our middle class and lower class people out here, and it's getting tougher and tougher. And then to try to go into this world and deal with everything alone, especially as a woman and men, because it's a cold world out here for men too when you're alone. It's a cold world. So I feel like we definitely need some type of unity to be able to move forward and be successful going in 2022 and beyond. It's always been that way, but I feel like it's even more so now. What up? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. That's Ashley.
Competition can be healthy. I have a question. Is dominance in a relationship, or being the majority person that's in control, is that important to men? Not all men, obviously, because there's some men who want to be dominated.
Being dominant.
Yeah, is that important to men?
I'll let Ashley answer that one first.
That you're dominant in your household, or you're the final say?
No, I mean, it's not really that important to me, at least, because I feel like it's a journey together. If you're with somebody, especially seriously with somebody, I don't think you should. I mean, just me personally, I don't think it should be what I say rules all. I'm the final be all, say all. You know, I want my partner to say something. Want them to feel important in the decision making.
But not really. Oh, well, I guess not really the final say, but is it important that your woman looks to you like, oh, I need help, I need assistance, I need to go to my man first, or he should be the first person that I go to for everything, instead of, oh, if I can't do it, I'm gonna go out and look for ways or look for other people to help me, or is it important for you to feel like the man of the household, like, okay, I got it, above everybody else?
Nah, not really. I mean, I don't. That's just not my makeup. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said. Okay, so she can come to me if she feels like there's something that's important that needs to be discussed, or she needs help with something like that. But I mean, trying to figure out what I'm trying to say here. I don't want to offend anybody, but still, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
For me, I don't need to have the final say. In important decisions, I'm always going to include my partner. We have to talk about it together, but I take the responsibility for the outcome. If we are in it together, I'm the type of person where when everything is going great, I'll give the credit to the person next to me or the people around me. When everything goes bad, I take the blame and take the credit. That's what being a leader is about. You have to be willing to step out in front of your woman and take the lead. And y'all came up with the plan together, but if something goes wrong, the man has to step out in the front and say, okay, babe, we came up with this plan together and things may not be going the way that we thought, but I'm going to step up here and I'm going to fix it. And I think that's very important I feel it's very important to a woman to have that type of security with her man. It's like, all right, we came up with the plan together, but if it goes wrong, I can trust that he's going to figure out a way to fix it, and then she can add her input. And as a man, you should feel like your woman is going to support you even when things are going wrong. And I think that is the problem with a lot of men. A lot of women say that men have a problem with commitment, and I feel like men are more afraid of divorce than they are of marriage. And a lot of men, I feel like a lot of men stray away from marriage and that commitment because they feel like as soon as something goes wrong, as soon as I'm not making the same amount of money, as soon as I don't look as good, my lady is going to leave me. She's not going to stay by my side. So you have to have that level of trust, that level of investment. You have to have that level of partnership so that you both feel secure that she's not going to go anywhere if things get rough. And the woman has to feel like when things get rough, I know my baby got it and he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like my word needs to be the last, but I'm the one who is responsible for when things go wrong.
Okay.
I should be able to pull the plane. If the plane is going into a nosedive, I should be able to step in and pull it back up and get things flying back in the right direction so we can land safely. And that goes double if you have a family. If you have children involved, that goes triple. What up, my man? Linda's Barbecue Sauce, aka my main man is checking in on the Instagram. What's going on, bro? Thank you so much. Yo, you got to come on over to the show tonight. Gonna be a good show. We already getting into some good conversation. I started early today. I got home from work. Shout out to getting home from work early.
Hell yeah.
Shout out for having work to go to get off early.
What's going on? So yeah, and I know that a lot of women have a hard time. I feel like if a woman has a hard time allowing her man to take the lead, I think that stems from trust issues.
And also too, I think you were saying, or you were touching on it, and I think we talked about it previously, that it's just with social media, and I hate blaming things on social media, but it's giving people this false sense of options. And so
True.
you don't have to stick around for the bad times because you got options in your DMs, you got options on Facebook Messenger, you got options left and right. And so there's no sense of like for better or worse. Or let me put my trust.
My Scorpio sisters in the building. What up, Michelle? How you doing? Don't think I didn't realize you stepped into the room. I was just deep in conversation when you stepped in, but welcome to the WCIS. It's so good to have you. Let me put Michelle's comment up onto the screen. She said everything should be 50-50 on both sides as long as there's trust and faith in both sides of the relationship. Michelle, I don't agree with that. Things can't be 50-50 at all times. I don't think that things need to be 50-50. I think there needs to be a balance. I think things need to be balanced at all time, not 50-50 at all time, because I don't think that you can achieve 50-50 at all times. There's going to be times where the man has to carry 30 and the woman is responsible for 70, and sometimes the man is responsible for 90 and the woman may only be responsible for 10. But as long as there's balance, I feel like you can move in the right direction. But
you know what?
It shouldn't be that way forever. Like it shouldn't always be. A relationship is a constant battle for balance. Yeah, I don't think you can. Do y'all think you can achieve 50-50 completely throughout the duration of a relationship?
I mean, it's gotta be known up front. You know, this is something I take the lead on. This is something you take the lead on. You know, but you guys put your heads together and you come to some kind of agreement that, hey, they might know a little bit more on this subject than I do. Yeah. Let me let them take the lead on that.
So if I'm looking at it at Michelle's comment, like 50-50 in terms of math, it can't always be 50-50, right? But I'm looking at it as in terms of like, and I feel like this is where she's going, but Michelle, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm leaning more so what Ashley's saying. It's not 50-50 in terms of number. It's 50-50 in terms of what you're leading. So you may be carrying 60% because you know more about, let's say, buying a house. You know more about it. You've been through the process, right? So during that process, we're not 50-50, but you may be carrying the load on that. But where I do come with the balance is on everything else. So I may not know about buying a house, so you take the lead on that, but maybe I'm taking the lead on something else. And it may not on paper seem equal, but in the relationship, if you have that trust and that support and that faith, then it's balanced out.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, people have different qualities, different strong points, and I think that when those situations arise, the person should be able to step in and fill in that gap. If they're really good at something, then yeah, the man or woman should be able to step in and fill in that gap.
Even if one person was the breadwinner, and it may seem on paper they're carrying 100% of the household bills, but the stay-at-home partner, what they doing? Because that's not an easy job. They're doing laundry, they're doing dinner, they're cleaning up, they're making sure everything is taken care of. Now, on paper, that may seem like 50-50, but to the person that's out there busting their ass for 40 hours, 80 hours, however long, in their eyes, a home-cooked meal, clean clothes, a clean house, etc., that to them is coming home to peace, coming home to support. That to them may seem like, okay, you carrying the important stuff, but a person who stays at home, you're like, no, you carrying the important stuff. You bringing in the income. So then there's that balance piece.
Absolutely. I think that I believe that I looked at her question in a different way also, because I don't the things that you're talking about, JERSII, they seem to be more tangible things that people do. I don't feel like love can be 50-50. There's no way to put love on a scale and say your love weighs 50 pounds and my love weighs 50 pounds. It's 50. Like, I'm also thinking about love and emotion and relationship. You can't have it evenly. You can't quantify how much I love you compared to how much you love me. There's no way to say, let's love each other evenly. There is no way to love each other evenly because everyone loves differently.
True. And there's different ways people show love and are receptive to love.
Right. And it took me a really long time to really understand. Like I wasn't even, I think I was over 35 and before I even knew what love languages were. But once I started to delve into it and understand it, it definitely helped me a lot because it helped me learn who I am, and it helped me know what I wanted from my partner and what I wanted my partner to allow me to provide for them.
So in 2022, we caring who makes more money? Is that?
Shit, not me.
Are we caring who makes more money?
She said nope, real quick.
No.
No. Larry's on the camera. What up, bro? Actually, Larry's in the building. Yo, it's so good to see you, bro. What's going on, man?
Come on the camera. Nope.
No.
Right, Ashley Larry's in the building for real now. For everybody, yo, Ashley Larry's in the building. All right. Do we care about who's making more money?
Is that still a thing?
Woo. That's a loaded question. For me personally, it doesn't bother me. It only bothers, the only way a woman making more money than me bothers me is if I feel like at some point in the future or at that present time we're competing. If I feel like she's truly on my side, then I have no problem with it at all. But if I get some type of energy from her where I feel like, if I don't step up eventually, she's going to leave. If I don't do this eventually. Now, if you have plans and y'all trying to make a future together, then if she's making a significant amount more than you, then as a man, yeah, you have to gradually start to try to step up. You don't want to just stay at that level and you see your woman thriving and striving. You don't want to stay there because now I think that does start to create some type of imbalance. And I think in the long term, I believe that your woman, no matter how much she loves you, I think a woman is looking to a man for security. And in 2022, money does provide security. Financial security is important. So initially, I don't feel there's anything wrong with it if she makes more money than me. But if you're really thinking about having a future together, then yeah, I'm not saying that you have to compete with her. But JERSII said something really important the last time we streamed. She said, you raise everybody up together. So even if she's making more money and you're sitting next to her, you see her busting her ass or going to school or doing more than you should be motivated to get out there and start to do more now. You should be taking every advantage of the time that you have someone. If she's really down for you, she might be able to help you with your endeavors and the things that you want to do, So instead of being egotistical and saying, nah, I don't need no lady that's making more than me, and you got to put that out the window. You got to throw that out the window if you're talking about real love and real partnership and long term. If you're talking about having fun for the weekend or on a vacation, yeah, you want to pull out more money than your woman can. But if you're talking long term, me at 46, it wouldn't bother me at all.
Right.
Because if she's making 80,000 and you're making 60,000 and y'all in the same household together, now y'all got $140,000 a year household. Y'all, I don't know where y'all grew up, but where I grew up, $140,000 a year in a household, I'm living good. We living good. I grew up in a household that maybe didn't even make $40,000 a year. My aunt, I don't know how she did it. So coming from where I came from, man, listen, if it's $100,000 coming into the household per year and y'all really down for one another, y'all can, within 3 years, that $100,000 a year can be turned into $200,000 a year as long as y'all stay down with one another. That's my answer. Long-winded answer, but my answer. Shout out to the long-winded answers.
Why you say no, Ashley?
No to what?
You don't care if a woman makes more.
Because just like what TOV said, at the end of the day, if y'all gonna be together, that's all coming into the same household. So,
True.
What's hers is mine. What's mine is hers.
So now,
Sometimes.
Jersey, now it's time to play devil's advocate. Why do you think most women do care that their man needs to make more than them? There's a lot of women out there that's like, look, and I hear this a lot, especially now. Like, I feel like,
you know what it is. I'm gonna say this.
keep it 100. I want you to keep it 100.
And again, I'm not trying to blame everything on social media, but at the same time, people are showing these lives that they don't have, and people want status, and they want to be comfortable, and they don't want to put in a lot of effort. Not saying women, I'm just saying people in general. So They're not looking for a partner that I'm going to be with and work together and build with. They're looking for who's already established. And from what we know, even traditionally, women are supposed to get married, men are supposed to be the breadwinner, or they're supposed to pay for everything. And so there are some people who will seek a partner who's already established. And you come to the table with nothing, and you're demanding that you better have XYZ cars and a house and a 6-figure job and everything else. And I'm gonna provide you with my presence. And so I think that's, and then with people striving to be influencers or not going to a traditional place of employment, they want somebody who already established. And they're looking for who got it and how can I live the lifestyle that I want to live without putting in the effort.
And True. That's why there's so many failed relationships.
True.
Yeah.
There's so many, to be honest, because, and I think we spoke about this the last time we streamed also. Ladies, if you are looking for the upper echelon of man, be prepared to share him.
And then also it's the opportunity, like all you have to do, and that's why I think the whole Instagram model thing, all you have to do these days is look good. And you got people, paying people for whatever, basically, just sending money for this and that. And so, if it's not working out over here or they asking for too much, you got options to start hopping now.
Before I go any further, my mother jumped into the chat. Ma, I love you.
Yeah, I saw that. Shout out to your moms.
Shout out to
Shout out, Mom.
What up, Mom? I love you. Thank you so much. My mother's birthday is coming up. Her birthday is the day after Christmas.
Is that your mom that's immediately behind you?
Huh?
Is that your mom that's right behind you on that picture?
No, she is further to the left. Right behind me is my little niece Lamira. Below me is my little sister Precious, and then Eric is in the background, and then the person right in front of Eric is my mother.
On the left.
On the left.
Okay. Hi, Mom.
Thank you for tuning in, Mom. So yeah, tonight we're talking about the differences between men and women, what women look for in relationships compared to what men are looking for. What are some of the problems and the issues that are happening in the dating world in 2022?
Okay, I'm gonna ask this because with the whole Cardi B song, are we looking for women who cook and clean?
Do we want
wait? What'd you say?
Do we want women who cook and clean?
Are men looking for women who cook and clean?
Oh, it's not necessary.
Me personally, no. I think that. Well, no, I take that back. Let me rephrase that. If we're both out working, then we both should be cooking and cleaning. If the woman is at home taking care of the children and the man is out working, I believe that he should be able to come home to a cooked meal and a clean house. That's how I feel.
I feel like that too.
Now, if y'all both out there busting y'all ass and y'all going to work, then yeah, sometimes I'm gonna cook, sometimes you can cook, sometimes we can eat out or whatever. But if if the woman is at home, I think the least he could come home to is a hot cooked meal and a clean house. And if the woman is the one out working and the man is at home, then she should be able to come home to a clean house and a cooked meal also. That's how I feel.
Ashley, you agree?
Yeah, I agree. But at the same token, you know, especially if if the woman is the one out there working, your ass better be doing something.
You better be home on the PlayStation all day.
Yeah,
Trying
ain't
to
even
serve
down
up
with that.
hot dogs.
Yeah, you better be doing something. I'm telling you, fellas. If your
You know how
ass
that?
is at
Yeah,
home,
come on. Yeah,
if your
your
ass
ass
is at
looking
home
weak.
playing y'all Madden and Call of Duty and she out, your ass will be out in the streets.
Yeah, she out there making the bread. You trying to get your KD up?
She gonna
No.
walk in the door. She gonna walk in the door and say, "Look at this raggedy ninja."
Exactly. That is not happening.
That's not happening. So, fellas, ladies, don't let your man get away with that. You got to put that PlayStation 5 or 4 down and do something around the house. And fellas, if you coming home and she's been at home all day and she got her feet kicked up and she watching Basketball Wives reunion or something, nah, that can't be going down either.
I will say, if she's at home with the kids, then there is some grace.
No, there is some grace, but it's still the house should be clean and it should be some food. That's at least. You disagree with that, JERSII? You think hold on. The man gotta come home after working all day and then cook and clean the house too?
I'm just saying no, but what I'm saying is there should be some grace if she's at home with children plural all day. Every day.
All right, so the woman is at home with children all day, every day. And within that time, you saying that might hinder her from being able to clean and cook?
Some days.
Some days? Okay.
Not every day, but some days.
I could rock with that. Sometimes, you know, the husband has, hey babe, you know, how's everything go? You know, you just check in before you come home. Hey, you want me to pick up anything to eat? You know, bring home some food for the children. Yeah, it's a partnership. So I'm not saying that there's a dictatorship in it. Like if I walk in the house, listen, woman, you better have my food ready. Nah, I'm not saying it like that. But I'm saying in general, I feel like at least a man should be able to come home to a clean house. And I'm not just talking about, you know, now if she's at home with a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old, that may not happen. But those 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds eventually start to grow up. So once they 7 and 8,
Right.
now there's no excuse. And I feel like if you're letting it as a man, if you let it slide, I don't want to say slide, but if you're accepting that type of behavior, then once the children become 10 and 11, the woman might be like, well, I ain't never had to cook and clean before, so I ain't gonna start now. You know? So it's a slippery slope, you know. But if she's really, really down for you, what up, bad girl? Bad girl is in the building. What up, Rebel
What up,
One
bad
is in
girl?
the building. What's going on, Rebel One? Y'all don't know who Rebel One is.
Michelle
but
said there are many men out there. Michelle said there are many men out there who will stay home and won't do anything but be playing.
Oh, hold up. We gotta bring that up. Hold up. Fellas, you hear what Michelle said? Don't do it, fellas. Don't try it. Don't test it.
Not in Michelle's household.
Not in Michelle's household. You ain't gonna do it. She gonna come in and drop the bomb on your ass.
Well, that's when you better recognize when game is being put on you.
That's true too, ladies. Y'all better stop letting these dudes. Don't let them play the video game all night, then get into bed and just slide right in. Don't let that happen either. You making the situation worse. All right, hold up. Let's see. She said, personal experience, I have work from home and still do the chores in the house, and he just play. Oh, Lord.
Why she left in the dust.
You gotta go get you a grown man.
You want to be childish.
He be a childish Gambino.
Drop him off back at the playground where you found him.
Yeah, Michelle, I'm happy that you had to walk away from that. Cause yeah, that's straight up childish behavior right there. You can't allow that. You can't allow that. What up, Rebel One? What up, Bad Girl? How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream. Tonight we are talking about you're doing a good job, honey. Keep up the great work. I'm so proud of you. Shout out to your mother boosting your ego.
You know what that reminded me of? Did you ever see that video of that guy who was doing the weather and his mom drove by?
Yes. She like, that's my baby. That's right. The sun will be shining tomorrow because my baby says so.
Hey, baby.
Thank you so much, Mom. I truly appreciate it. I hope you like the new format. Now, we can bring everybody onto the show and have an open discussion. It's not just me and Waterbed Head and Uncle Deep V. I mean, those shows are great too. Yeah. But this is a different format. We can still have fun, laugh, and joke. But I think that these are the type of conversations that need to be had. People need to listen, because the more I see, there's a lot of division going on between men and women. And at the end of the day, when I feel like things are going in a bad direction, I think things are going to get worse before they get better. And they're never going to get better if men and women are divided.
So on that, do men feel like if a woman's coming into a relationship immediately, okay, saying that you want to have sex with someone or wanting to have sex with someone should be a bigger deal these days than it is. So if you step into me and saying, hey, I want to engage in a sexual relationship with you, and then me as a woman saying, okay, before that, we need to start having some conversations about, do you want children? Do you want to be in a relationship? Do you want kids? What are your views on X, Y, and Z? Is that off-putting to men when you meet someone and you express interest in taking it to a sexual relationship?
You want to answer that first, Ashley Larry?
I don't think it's offsetting. I think it's, what I'm saying, when you first meet somebody, okay, so you kind of know what you're going to be looking for in whatever kind of scenario that you're in. This is so funny. So
let the truth be told.
You meet, you rap for a while, and then you feeling each other, and you like, okay, I'm gonna want to slide over there, and she like, hold up, push pause.
I mean, this is not a conversation, I don't think, when you first meet somebody. So say like if you're on like a second, third, fourth date, whatever it is, then these are the conversations that need to be happening, a little bit deeper into what's to be expected. What are you both looking for? Are you just looking for that booty call? Are you looking for somebody to chill with? Are you looking for somebody to maybe, take a little bit further with? These are conversations that need to be happening when you first meet somebody. Because I mean, hell, if you at the club and y'all hook up, this is not a question I'm going to be asking. This is, I mean, that's not my get up anyway, but still, nah. Nah.
I wouldn't say like first meeting somebody, but now, especially as you mature, I feel like it's more, okay, I'm not looking for one night stands in 30s, 40s, 50s. I want to know what's the plan. Sex leads to X, Y, Z. So I need to know what are your stance on, are you prepared for the consequences of what this action may bring? And, right. And what are the plans we gonna do?
All right. As for myself, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna be honest. When I was younger, boy,
you run.
Ooh. Boy, you start talking about marriage and babies. Nah, I'm trying to see what's going on for this weekend and tonight. But that's when I was. But that's when I was younger.
Your mom said, communication brings understanding.
Absolutely.
And conversation brings communication. Go ahead, mama.
That's when I was younger, you know. I'm gonna be honest. That's when I was younger. If a young lady started talking about, you know, well, what do you see, you know, 2-3 years from now? I'm like, 2-3 years from now. We try to get through this weekend, you know. I'm being honest. I want to be completely honest, you know. But as I've gotten older, I realized that from all the failed, you know, that was cool when I was young, but it didn't lead me anywhere. You know, it didn't get me the results that I truly wanted. You know, I always tell people you cannot get a home cooked meal out of a microwave. So, you know, you have to invest, you have to take your time. So you have to have those type of conversations, especially as we get older, because if you don't have those type of conversations, you can't sit and complain about why the Black community or your community is the way that it is, because then that leads to broken homes and broken families. Because now you're sleeping with someone that you don't really have a true connection with, you don't have a true bond with. You were just interested in being with them for the weekend or maybe a couple of months, but y'all engaging in something that could link you together forever. So if you calling yourself a real man, but you go running around making all these broken homes and broken families, I can't consider you a real man, because you're contributing to the downfall. You're contributing to the problem. You think that you adding to
Nick Cannon?
Yeah, like Nick Cannon. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a millionaire, so he can probably he may not see that he's adding to the problem, but he is. You know, no disrespect to him. Whatever he do is his business. But when you really take a deep dive and look at it, he's adding to the problem. Regardless if you're rich or a millionaire or whatever, you cannot equally be in. I don't know how many kids he has, but I think it's over. I think it's double digits. You can't be
got a football team.
in double digits kids life. You know,
he got about 30.
Like that's too much. But I mean, I don't want to get on a tangent about him. That's a unique situation. But as I got older, I realized that you do need to have those conversations up front, and those conversations usually need to be initiated by the woman, because leave it up to the man, y'all gonna be enjoying good weekends for years.
Well, also too, I think when women bring it up, we are looked at as not crazy, but like, oh, she clingy or something. When we're, you know, but for the right partner, they won't see you that way. But it's always like, oh yeah, I just met her, and she automatically, with this comes with generations. The younger generation, like, oh, she clingy or whatever, and I'm just trying to figure things out, or trying to have a hot boy summer, hot guy summer. I don't know what y'all got going on. But then if a man brings it up, then he's looked at, oh, he's decisive, or he knows what he wants, XYZ. So to that, I would say I agree. But also, if someone runs from you trying to have these serious conversations because they want access to your body, then they're not the person for you.
Yes, that is a... You got to get away from that, ladies. And I'm a man, and I'm saying that. And I would have told, if I could go back in time, I would have told a lot of women that I was involved with to run from me too.
Good night, Mom.
Good night, Mom. I love you. Have a good night's sleep. Rest peacefully.
And I apologize. I'm not on the camera. I'm over here doing some things. I think JERSII know what's up I'm doing, but
that's why I keep turning my camera on. Tell your mom to hop on the stream.
Huh?
Tell your mom to hop on the stream.
Tell my mother to hop on the stream. She going to sleep now. I'll have her on the stream.
Now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have her on the stream. Absolutely. I'm gonna have to go set up a camera or something for her though, you know. But yeah, that's definitely a conversation that you need to have. And I think that's gonna scare a younger generation, a younger man. But a grown, mature man is not gonna scare him, you know. And if those type of conversations scare a man, but he like, yeah, you know, we could talk about that later. But yeah,
we can talk about that on Monday.
Yeah, let's get through this. Let's get through this Friday night first. Yeah, that's definitely that's a warning sign right there, ladies. And a lot of times women will jump right over those red flags and over those warning signs, because, you know, we want, a lot of men and women want companionship. and you think that, okay, we'll get to it eventually. And I'm telling you, for most men, ladies, don't wait for him to get to it eventually.
Eventually comes with a text 2 years from now that say, "Hey, big head." I think about you.
So yeah, I think that yeah, you definitely have to have those serious conversations up front, set the expectations up front, and actually set some type of timeline.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be I don't want to say, I would never say set a deadline, but set a timeline. Because
not saying that's gonna fix everything if he's telling you the right things. Oh yeah, sure, I'm agreeing, but let his actions speak more than what he's saying. And sometimes, you know, people, not just men, people will show you and say one thing, and then after whatever, then they out, and that you can't help. I mean, you can only do what you can do.
But you got to look at this like this. You got to look at it like this. Some dudes, not me, I'm just saying, some dudes see that as an ultimatum. Okay, it's time for me to skip out. Let me hit the next thing. I'm just trying to have fun. That's why I said things need to be discussed up front, especially if it goes into a lengthy relationship. What's to be expected?
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you 100%. And
that's when you find yourself in situationships where y'all vibing, never have these conversations. All of a sudden, you looking up a year or two from now, not engaged, not married, don't really know this person other than y'all have a good time. Then y'all run into that first real conflict. And then now you feel like you don't wasted your time.
Right. That's very true. Hold on a second. I have to, I gotta connect my phone before I feel about to run
I gotta be out. But I gotta run somewhere. But if y'all on when I come back, then I'm gonna hop back on. If not, I will be listening from my phone.
All right, JERSII. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll probably be on for a while tonight since I started early. So just let me know if you when you're ready to jump back in. We'll still be here.
Bye, ASHY.
Bye, JERSII.
All right, a round of applause to JERSII Devil, y'all.
Now I know what you look like. I know what you sound like. Now when you be talking that man can shit on.
So you'll know when I'm coming up behind you to get you.
Oh, it's on now. You can't run now. Told him let me see what it look like, and now he can't get rid of me.
All right, JERSII, if you want to come back on, we'll be on for a while. All right.
All right, I know Bad Girl watching Bad Girl. You might as well go ahead and cam up. We done got ASHY to cam up. You might as well go and jump on and hold it down for the ladies.
All right, if anybody else want to jump on in for the ladies, y'all can jump onto the stream. Y'all can come on in.
Okay, I'm gonna stop my Twitter fingers though.
And before you leave us with one more question from the ladies' point of view.
I would say
me and ASHY will answer it once you're gone.
The views on telling private information about your relationship to other people. Your girlfriends, your homeboys, your mom, your family, friends, co-workers.
All right. JERSII leaving us with a
Hold on, I wasn't near the phone. What'd you say again?
Oh, I said the views on telling your private relationship information to other people.
Nah.
So you got the whole crew, the whole girlfriend crew hates you, and you ain't even meet them.
Exactly. Nah, I can't do that. That's dangerous.
All right, I'm out, y'all, but I'm gonna be watching.
Peace out, JERSII.
All right, JDMD, thank you so much. Later. Yeah, I feel like, okay, to answer JERSII's question, I feel like there's when you think about the word intimacy, a lot of people think of physical sex. But when it comes to a man, if he's truly going to trust you, he has to know that you're not going to go and run your mouth and tell his business. That's also intimate. He's having an intimate conversation with you. He's letting you know certain things about him that obviously he doesn't feel he shouldn't feel comfortable letting everybody know. And if you turn around and go tell everybody or tell people what I said to you, then I can't trust you. And then without trust and vulnerability, I can't be intimate with you. So I don't feel like a woman should let anyone in on your private information that's going on in your relationship, and vice versa for a man, you know. I don't think men
Right.
are as quick to I don't think men are as quick to speak on what's going on in their relationships. I feel like most men are a little bit more private than women, but I feel it's wrong on both behalves. What do you think, Ashley?
Nah, yeah, it's private until they start dominating the whole situation. You know, shit at work, I hear guys always talking and yapping about I did this, I did that. Now, yeah, they could be lying, but still, I think what you do with your other should be kept between you and that person.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
Yeah, because they don't have nobody has to know all your business, especially like she said, especially like on social media. I get on Facebook and I see somebody talking about this and talking about that, especially if it's drama. Dude, that shit gets ridiculous. You don't have to do all that. Nobody needs to know all that.
I think that when people now, if you're doing it in your private life with your friends, your girlfriends, and all of that, or doing it with your homeboys, that's one thing. But once you start running on social media, now that's a problem because that's a cry for attention.
Yeah.
That's a cry for attention because a lot of people have thousands of friends on social media. So you mean to tell me you think that a solution to the problem that you're going through, you seem as if you're going through some type of stress, some type of drama, some type of trauma, but you got time to run on social media and write a whole paragraph?
Right.
Come on. Fellas and ladies, I don't really see fellas doing it too much. It comes across real corny when a guy does it. I kind of understand it when women do it, but it's corny on both behalves.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it like, what's the end game? I mean, what are you trying to prove?
Attention.
By airing out your dirty laundry on social media. Are you trying to make yourself look like you're the victim, or are you trying to make that other person look bad? I mean, come on.
Right. It's and see that I think that is also hurting. That is also hurting relationships between men and women now because I think everything is getting to the point where everything is starting to be like a clip. Everything is to be recorded so you can post it.
Right.
Even the most private, intimate things are becoming like a video clip. I've seen videos of people throwing pieces of bologna on their babies' heads so they could post it in. Oh, look at the new TikTok sensation, and they throwing food and stuff on a little baby's head and watching the baby's reaction and stuff like that. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Whether that's the man, the father, or the mother doing it, I'm like, what have we become? Like, what have we become when everything, regardless of what you're doing? I seen a clip the other day. A young lady cut all of her daughter's hair off and posted it.
Well,
Do
it's
you
it's the sign.
understand the type of trauma
Well, yeah, it's
that
the
could
sign of their
cause?
times, dude.
Right. The type of trauma that could cause that little girl going forward. That's ridiculous. So, yeah, there's certain things that should be private, and there's certain things that are completely and definitely not for social media. Then wonder why you can't bring them home to mama. It's cause mama hates you already. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you definitely can't. I don't think it's good. And yeah, like JERSII said, you'll have everybody having a preconceived perception of you before they
Right.
even meet you because you done already told them all the dirt and all the hot tea, you know. So yeah, there's certain things that need to be kept private. Absolutely, absolutely. Michelle said, I agree with you. That's been disrespectful and violating the trust. and I will not have any trust after that. Okay, Michelle, you talking about someone like running a mouth about you telling them private things in your relationship, and they going out and telling other people what's going on. Yes, it's corny when a woman does it. It's mega corny when a guy does it. It's even worse. It's even worse.
But like I said, that's the sign of the times. That's what's in vogue right now. Not for me, but you see somebody doing it's like all these challenges. One person do it, the next person does it, the next person does it, the next person does it. So it's just like, let me put my business out there. Let me see how many likes I can get, or see how many people will comment on my post. See if they agree with me. Okay, it's cool to agree with you in some things, but like you said, the personal life, the relationships that's with your other, nah, you keep that between yourself. I mean, you and your significant other.
Right. And that's why, and then people wonder why they can't sustain a healthy relationship.
Yeah, because you put your shit out there on the internet like that, and guess what? Everybody has an opinion, and then you got to deal with all those opinions,
and
then
all that energy.
Yeah, all that negative energy, positive energy, however you take it. Nah, that's the wrong way to deal with it.
Absolutely. And the side of it that a lot of people don't see.
What JERSII said, exactly.
Yes, the conversation is one-sided. Absolutely. Let me bring up JERSII's comment. Yeah, it's definitely one-sided. And what most people don't realize is all of that is fun when you're young, but as you start to get older, that's not cute and fun no more. If you're laying on your, God forbid, someone's laying on their deathbed, they know death is around the corner. No one is ever going to say, pull up my Instagram before I die so I can see how many likes I have.
Right.
They're going to say, where's my husband? Where's my wife? Where are my children? Where are my grandchildren? You're not going to worry about any of that when you know that your time is coming. So you should pour as much energy into the things that, if your time is around the corner, it's coming. If you knew it was coming, pour your energy into the things that you would focus on if you knew your time was coming. If it was right around the corner, pour your energy into those things while you're still here, healthy and alive. Put as much energy and effort into those things, because I guarantee you'll never hear anyone say before they die, just let me see my Instagram one last time. No one's going to care about that, because that's when you realize that Instagram, social media, everything that's happening on the internet, who's sleeping with who had a fight on this reality show, who's stealing money from what college, and all of the things that we get, who slapped who on an award show. All of those things are trivial when you really think about the important things in life. But we pour so much energy into those things, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you can't neglect the people and the things that should be a priority for these nuances.
Right.
And I see that that's what's happening. It's happening a lot, and it's happening with the younger generation. A lot of the younger generation, you ask them, what's your great grandmother's name? They may not even know, but they could sing every 21 Savage song.
It's a damn shame.
And it's a shame. Record my funeral. Exactly. That's a perfect synopsis. JERSII says somebody asking to record their funeral on TikTok. What have we become? What have we become? If this is who we have become as individuals, if this is who we have become as a people, then how in the world are we going to survive in partnerships and in relationships and in marriages and when it comes to parenting? It's getting scary, bro.
Well, check it out. So let me play the other side of that. I mean, this is why I'm saying this is a sign of the times, because just think what
What up,
our
Jasmine?
grandparents were saying about our generation. You know, they're saying the same thing, probably what we're saying about this generation. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying, that's just how different generations look at things. What up, WBT?
What up, BX the Great One is in the building. What's going on, my brother? Look who's on the show with me. My man ASHY Larry is in the building. You done heard his name a million times. Now you done heard his voice. ASHY Larry's in the building. What up, Jasmine? What's going on? Welcome to the WCIS. Yeah, you're right, ASHY. It is a sign of the times. I agree with you 100%, my brother. But the only difference now is the times are all being recorded.
Well, that's true. It's I call it a microwave society. Everything is like now. I'm pretty sure we were doing the same thing back in the day, but it just wasn't getting put out as quickly as it is right now.
Some of the same things, but not exactly the same thing.
Well, dude, they just pushing it. It's just as generations go, everybody's just pushing the envelope just a little bit further. I mean, because think about back in the day, like when me and you grew up. Think about, like, let's just take rap, how it was back then. Now look at it right now. It's just a different type of meat or a different type of flow it is. So same thing with like society, the way people were dressing back in the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s to right now. They just keep pushing the envelope. We might see it a different way, but they look at it as normal.
That's true, but there were positive options when we were growing up. Where are the positive options for us, for the youth now?
Well, they got too many options right now. I mean, back then it wasn't as many options.
Positive.
Well, I mean, it's all relative. It depends on who you ask. Which ones are positive. To me, I might see something positively. You might look at it negatively. It just depends on who's looking at the situation.
I think it was much more of a balance. Back in the day, for every NWA and every Ice-T, you also had Queen Latifah, Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul,
right?
Public Enemy. Then you also had LL Cool J over here talking to the ladies. It was more of a variety. Now everything is violence, sex, drugs, everything, and money. That seems to be the focus of all entertainment, all of it.
And you want to know why? Because it funnels down to getting that bag. They want that money, and that's what seems like that's what's generating the money right now.
JERSII said people want shock value. So yeah, it is a sign of the times, but the times now, it's just, there is no, when I was growing up, my biggest influence, like as a celebrity, Michael Jackson as a little kid, and then Prince as I got older. But Michael Jackson promoted, his music was very positive. Where is the Michael Jackson of today?
Well, I'm gonna answer that. The young people see Chris Brown as the Michael Jackson of today.
Yeah, in stature, but I'm talking about in content.
Well,
Because
again, it's all relative. It depends on who you ask.
Chris Brown, I can't see Chris Brown as the Michael Jackson of today saying these hoes ain't loyal. And I want to sleep with you and your friend, and we're going to get high and we're going to get drunk, and then I'm going to take you back, and once you're drunk, I'm going to go have sex with you. That can't be considered the Michael Jackson of today. That could be the stature, like he is the today's version of Michael Jackson, but who is the Michael Jackson of today? It's a different question. Like,
I mean,
who represents those things in today's culture? And I don't think anyone does.
I don't think anyone does either. But again, it depends on who you ask. I'm pretty sure if you ask a 19, 20, 25-year-old, they'll probably say, oh, he did this, he does this, just like Michael Jackson. Like, nah, I mean, we might see it differently.
Yeah, but we could see it differently, but then it's also factual. We can talk about facts.
True.
It's not in certain things we could talk about opinions, but then in certain things we could talk about facts. And we can factually say, well, no, you can't quite say that he's the Michael Jackson of today because his content isn't anything like Michael Jackson's content. His effect on the world, you know, as at Michael Jackson's peak, his effect on the world was so positive. And I don't believe Chris Brown has that effect on the world, you know? So
I don't either.
yeah,
At least
so
not from where I come from, not from my point of view. I
right,
don't
and
think
I'm
there'll
not,
ever be
you know,
another
this is not
person.
to attack Chris Brown. I think that he's a talented young man. You know, he has he
He's a
brings a lot.
talented man, even though he whooped Rihanna's ass. He's, but still, that's besides the point.
That's a different topic, bro. Hold on now. Wait a minute, Ashley Larry.
Yeah,
Don't get us canceled out here.
ain't gonna forgive my man for that.
Yeah, my man BX the Great One said, let's bring up BX the Great One's comment. Music is not like what it used to be 30 and 40 years ago. Absolutely not. It's definitely not like it used to be. 100% true about that, BX the Great One. And I think that the entertainment in the music and the TV shows and in the movies, some of the movies, is definitely having an effect on the younger generation and some of the older generation, and it's definitely at a detriment to relationships
I
because
agree, Jersey.
are those facts or opinions? I don't think anyone, I think it's a fact that no one can say that Michael Jackson's music was detrimental to the people listening to it. I don't think unless you could take it that way, but I don't think he meant it that way. But there's no positive spin on these hoes ain't loyal and I just got rich and I'm gonna, you know, sleep with your woman because I'm rich and we're gonna get high and we're gonna get drunk and then she's gonna even be more sexual and more promiscuous with me because she's high and she's drunk. I don't think there's any way to spin that in a pot. In my eyes, there is. Let me not even say think. In my eyes, there is no way to spin that in a positive way. There's nothing positive about that. Not at all. Not at all. So you have to, you know, if you're going to stand on it, you got to stand on it. If you want to be a positive influence, you can't say, well, for the right money, I'll make a song about this. Nah, you got to stand on it regardless of the money, you know? And I think that that's why also to go into a completely different topic, I think that's why a lot of our legendary artists mysteriously were taken away from us because at the point when they were ready, when they was no longer ready to or willing to go along with the propaganda and the promotion of whatever that the machine wanted them to promote, then they came after them. As long as you continue to promote the agenda that the powers that be want you to promote, you'll be fine. But as soon as you start to go against it, now you're gonna have some problems. You
Yeah,
know, I
doing it.
think that
Yeah,
the music is meant to pollute us.
that's a
Pose is
whole
a
nother can of
positive
worms,
word
dude.
these
That you,
days.
yeah,
Nah,
you're talking about music, dude. That's a whole nother can of worms. I mean, it's just like with the gangster rap shit. You know, there's a whole avenue I can go down with that about how companies promote gangster rap. That's a whole other can of worms when they talk about like today's rap. You know, somebody promoting or how they promote. What's that dude name? The dude with the that did the Billy Ray Cyrus shit.
Billy Ray Cyrus. Oh,
Nas,
Young
Lil
Nas
Nas X,
X, Little
yeah,
Nas X.
you know, promoting the gay, you know, the gay aspect of it, which I don't have a problem with people that are gay, but you know, some people look at it that way. You know, music is promoted. I mean, you got to me, a lot of these rappers out right now are trash,
I
garbage,
agree.
you
I
know,
couldn't
but
even tell you who most of them are, to be honest with you.
yeah, I mean, there's maybe two or three of them that I listen to, and that's because I think their content is dope. But I mean, that's just my personal opinion. You know, hold on a second, what she say? Well, that's true too, Jersey. People look at it just like, you know, the N word, you know. People, I mean, it really, again, it depends on who you're asking.
I think that and yes, depends on who you're asking. And if you're asking people that are close to our age, I think that they would be able to see like, all right, yeah, this type of music and what it promotes is detrimental. If you ask a younger generation, they may not see anything wrong with it, you know. But promoting gangster rap until you get hit with a Rico truck.
Right.
They might not see anything wrong with it, but in the long run, you will realize that pouring your energy into something like that, that energy goes out into the world and then it comes back to you. And then people are saying, oh, RIP this person. Oh, I can't believe he was such a good person. I can't believe he did this, he did that. But then you on social media, you know, with $100,000 worth of fake jewelry on, and you
Right.
talking about, yo, pull up. You know where I'm at, pull up. But then it's
Yeah.
RIP when somebody actually pull up and something happened.
Right.
You know, so you gotta a lot of people say keep that same energy, but a lot of times people keep that same energy is what's getting people killed. You know, it's getting people killed at a very young age. And they not country singers that's getting killed. It's not rock and roll singers. Just pay attention who it is. You know, you put that energy out into the world, that energy is gonna come back to you.
Yeah, and then the power, that's what I was saying, the powers that be, they promote a certain type of music because they want that kind of energy out in the universe. And I mean, like I said, with me, I feel there's a whole bunch of dope rappers out right now, but you don't ever hear about them. All you hear about is who they want to put out in the public's eye and promote that type of agenda, whether it be gangster rap, somebody that's gay, somebody that's saying this, saying that, you know, they just funneling everything into the public to what they want to hear. And I'm not talking about no Illuminati shit. I'm just saying, there's a certain aspect of the music that they want you to hear to kind of promote a certain way of thinking.
It's programming.
Yeah, it's programming, exactly.
Yeah, it's programming with the TV shows, with the music, and it's definitely it's definitely it's working.
Oh yeah, it always works
It's working.
because
It's
wherever the
working.
money is, that's what it's going to get pushed. That's what's going to get pushed out to the public. You know, if you got the money, push that type of agenda. You're backing that agenda. That's what's going to get heard the most. So whatever's heard the most, generally is going to what's going to be followed the most.
And it's polluting the youth, and it's actually polluting, it's polluting the elders too. It's definitely polluting the elders too. And it's having a negative effect on relationships, because now if you're as a woman and you're in a relationship and you have social media and all the women on social media are posting these types of pictures where they're very, you know, revealing. If your man or your husband feels uncomfortable about it, first of all, you shouldn't even be doing it if you're married. If you have a boyfriend, maybe, because he ain't shown a true commitment yet. But if you're in a marriage, social media you should be able to throw social media completely out the window for your husband. But the entertainment business is so much on social media and it's so programmed into our minds that most people won't be able to even turn away from it because they're so programmed on it. They'll throw away real life relationships for something that is being programmed to you on social media. And women are the number one consumers. So
Well, yeah.
the programming is definitely targeted at women because women are the number one consumers. So whatever they're promoting it, when they're promoting it, most likely, ladies, is being promoted to you. It's up to you to decipher what you allow in and what you repel. You got to be careful with what you allow in because they're selling a lot of women a lot of false narratives. That's not going to help them as we all get older. I think I know the harsh reality of getting older, but it's going to be tougher as it's going to get tougher.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
for sure on that.
it's going to get tougher for all of us. And if you build everything on, I'm young and beautiful,
That shit don't last forever.
it don't last forever. It don't last forever.
Like you said, it better have some kind of substance behind it. But again, it's social media, and we've said this a million times on the show before. Social media, I feel, is killing relationships.
Killing love.
So it is what it is.
All right. So let me ask you this, Ashley, Larry. So from your point of view, what do you think are, to go back to my original question, we got onto the topic a little bit, but we didn't really, what are the three things you feel like a woman looks for in her partner? Ladies, I want y'all to tell me, what are the top three things you look for in a partner? Now, both of y'all come home and hop on social media together and get mad at the other person because you didn't share me. What is it that you feel like a woman needs and looks for in a partner? Ladies, let us know, what is it that you need and look for? The top three things to, most important. And from a male's point of view, what do you think women need or look for in a potential partner?
I'm gonna say the number one thing is stability.
Okay.
I mean, because if you're not stable in, your financial situation, whatever the case may be, that way, I mean, they're looking other ways. So I'm gonna say, what did she say? So yeah, for sure. Um, I mean, do you have a job? Is it stable? Are you making money? Are you paying the bills? Do you have transportation? Are you putting food on the table? You got clothes on people's backs? Are you taking care of the family? That stability, if that's not there, I mean, what else do you have? That's a foundation. That's the foundation that everything should be built on, is stability. I mean, just by the nature of the word, you got to be stable to keep building on top of things.
Right. All right. What's number two?
I mean, if you don't love that person, then what else is there, really?
All right. So stability, love, and what's number three for you, Ashley, Larry?
I really don't know. I mean, stability and love, that's got to be, I mean, I don't know. What else could there be?
All right. Let's go to Jersey's answer. She said stability, security, and loyalty. Well, she took one of my answers. I think the three things that a woman wants, needs, and looks for in a potential partner. Number one is security. I think number two is consistency. I think it's really important for a man to be consistent with his woman at all times, where he doesn't allow his emotions to let his mood ride up and down like a roller coaster, where he's all over. She don't know who's coming in the house from work. Like, who is he gonna be today? I think you need to consistently be present, present yourself as such, and when you're consistent, that is a great trait of a leader. And I think that she'll be able, if your behavior is consistent, I think it'll be easier for her to believe in you, trust in you, and be loyal to you. So security, consistency, and last but not least, I would say I think a woman is looking for communication. A man who is able to listen, communicate with her, allow her to communicate with him, and be able to listen to the whatever she has to say and communicate back to her, hopefully within solution, giving a solution, to be a problem solver. When problems arise, the man is able to listen and then take action to fix whatever it is. And sometimes, maybe she doesn't need you to fix it. Maybe she just needs to listen. Needs you to listen. But I think those are the three things that women look for. And if not, they should be seeking these things in a man, because they are very important. And I think that it would add to longevity to a relationship. All right. So Michelle said, number 1 is stability. 2, I want to continue growing for the future. And 3, definitely have to get along with my child. All right. So now let's flip the question, Ashy. What do you think are the 3 things that women look for in a relationship that are no good for them, but for some reason they continue to be drawn to it? And then we're gonna answer the questions from the male point of view after this one.
That's kind of difficult, because I don't ever look at a situation like that in a negative point of view. But I can understand where a woman would probably look at a man and be like, nah, that's not for me either. But some people might see it positively, like, me coming from LA, all that gangster shit that I grew up around. Nah, that's not for me. But some women like that. And what's funny, some women might put that in the security category, which I think is bogus, but
Well, I don't know how secure. If you're a true gangster, then that means that if you're a real gangster, that means that there's no way you could be secure around that man.
But some women look at that shit like that, man. You just gotta,
because there's always somebody. If you're a true gangster, it's somebody always coming for you.
True.
Because if I'm talking about if you're a true gangster,
well, not even saying hold on,
but not somebody plotting.
Not even saying a true gangster. I'm just saying out in that street life. Let's put it that way.
Right. The street life can't be. There is no security in street life. We all know that.
Well, I know that. You know that, but some women don't.
So you saying that street mentality? That's one thing.
That street mentality, and there's pros and cons to having that street mentality. But for the most part, at least from where I come from, it's not positive all the time.
Right.
I don't want to be out there hustling all day long in the street trying to get that money this way or that way. As opposed to just having a regular 9 to 5, whatever the case may be. Nah. There's a like I said, I hate talking about shit like that because some people might take it the wrong way, because my opinion differs from everybody else. Everybody has their own opinion. But I'm just saying how, from my point of view, nah, that right there, that's not it. That's not the way, kid.
All right. I think something that women gravitate towards that's not good for them. BX said, I agree with Ashley on that one. Something that women gravitate towards that's not good for them. I feel like a lot of women, they look for a man. How can I say this? If a man, a lot of women gravitate towards a man for stuff like jewelry and cars. Superficial, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think that a woman should pour her heart into a man who comes across as superficial. If his true value is in the things that he possesses, and that's where his value lies, and that is his true value, that man is not going to be no good for you. He's not going to be any good for you, and I'll tell you why. because that type of man is going to lack substance. If that's how he's presenting himself, look at me, look what I got, look what I got, look what I got, look what I have. I could get any woman I want because these are the things that I have. And he's getting all these different women. I don't think that that's the man that you would want to marry, because he's looking for something. And I don't think it can be fulfilled by his partner. I think he needs to fix that within himself before you even approach that man. You know, humility, being humble is very important. You know, a man who's running around seeking attention is problematic. Like that's in my eyes, that's very problematic. If a man, especially as he gets older, is still out here seeking attention, running, trying to get attention. Yeah, I will like. You want to join the chat one day? Nothing stops BX the Great One. Everybody's welcome, bro. Everybody's welcome to join the chat. No one is excluded. As long as you come in with respect for everybody who's viewing and joining in, we all good. Another thing I feel like women are attracted to that's no good for them. It seems like women are attracted to men that are. It seems like you said, you kind of said it's kind of like the gangster. I'll coincide with that and say like the bad boy,
right?
The player. I think that is detrimental, and I understand why. I do understand why women are attracted to the player, because it's like, yo, if I could get him, if he got all these options, but if I could get him, then I'm the head bitch in charge.
Right.
And I can understand that, but I don't think that's good for a long-term relationship.
No, it's not. I mean, it goes back to what I was saying, the microwave society. I want it now. I want it now. I want it now. They see that dude out there just balling, the pimp, the player, or whatever. They're going to be like, man, what can he do for me right now? I can get all this from him right now. Yeah, that's not good in the long term to me.
Absolutely not. And I don't know how prevalent this is, but I also believe that if a man, women tend to also, you'll see one man and he'll have 4 different, I hate to use the word baby mamas. I don't like to use that. He'll have 4 different mothers of his children. I think women should avoid those type of men also. If you already see that he's created 3 broken homes, don't be the 4th one. Don't be the 4th. But time and time again, you see women become the 4th. Yeah. It's like, wait a minute.
They want to be a part of that team.
Wait a minute. You already see how this story going to end.
I mean, like I said, it's becoming the norm now. I mean, shit, not now. It's been that way for a long, long time. But I mean, it's kind of like, they tell you don't drink and drive, but you still see people drinking and driving and dying.
Right. Yeah, I think that as you have to make a wiser decision. There are many like that, sad but true. Yeah, I mean, this is not at a detriment to anyone who's in those situations. We all grow, we live and we learn. We all make mistakes. Lord knows I've made my mistakes. But these are the type of conversations that need to be had, so the people, for the young generation coming up behind us, don't continue to make those mistakes. If we don't talk about it and people don't see positive role models that live their life in a different way, then of course they're going to follow the masses. They're going to follow the crowd. You got to give people an option, an alternative, especially the youth. And you're right, Michelle. It's sad. It's sad, but it is true. It's sad, but it is really true. So now let's flip it and go to the man side of it. So as a man, what are you looking for in your lady, in your woman, in your future partner? 3 things.
Man, just someone that can, God, the most no, seriously, the most important thing, just bring peace to me, because I don't need to be out there with all this drama. Just bring peace to me. Be my peace.
Okay. That's it. Nothing else. Just one thing she need to bring. I know. I ain't gonna. I know that can't be the only thing. I know that.
Well, we ain't gonna get into all that. It ain't Freaky Friday yet. No.
All right. 3 things that as a man I look for in a woman. Number 1, I need for her to have a level of femininity. As a man, as a straight man, I am not attracted to masculinity.
Exactly. Me and Golden Child was talking about that in the show the other night. I was telling him, like, saying, I can't stand when a woman's talking like she one of the fellas.
Right.
Saying that bro shit and cussing like a man. I want a
Right.
woman to be feminine.
Right. Women don't realize, and this damn, this is gonna open a can of worms, but I'm gonna
Do it. Pop it.
I think because women have become very prevalent in the workplace. And in the workplace, that they most of the time the person in charge is a man and they're competing with men. So they have to take on an aggression. They have to take on a masculinity in the workplace. And I think that once you delve into that side, I don't think you can turn femininity on and off. So either you are or you're not. And I think because women are now in the workplace, they have to turn on a more of a masculine side. And I feel like it's really hard for them to turn it off once they are in their personal life. Because in your professional life, you're competing for that raise, you're competing for that position, you're competing, with men and women. And as a woman, you have to be aggressive or you're going to get looked over, you're going to get passed over. It's hard to be a very gentle feminine boss.
Right, because they're looking at you like you're weak and whatever, and like I can just run over this person.
Exactly.
That's funny, JERSII.
So I feel like it's very hard to turn it on at work and then turn it off when you come home. It's either you are or you aren't. And that's where it starts to get a little confused and convoluted. That's where it becomes that way. That I think that leads to a lot of the masculinity that sometimes come from women. But as a man, I'm not attracted to masculinity in a woman at all. So femininity is number 1. Number 2, for me, I would like for her to, like you said, ASHY, peace and cooperation. Peace and cooperation is very important, very important. And last but not least, loyalty. Because all of those other things don't mean nothing if she's not loyal to me. So that is the 3 things that I feel like I seek in a partner, So now this is going to be the last question for tonight. Now we're going to flip it. As men, what do we chase after that we know ain't no damn good for us?
The Punani.
Oh my goodness, fellas.
Oh, you know it's a killer.
Oh man, we all know what our weakness is. Y'all know what it is, y'all. And it has the ultimate power. Can you
Done
feel
started many
it?
wars.
Can you feel it? And it is nothing wrong with enjoying it, loving it, you know, going above and beyond for it. Don't get me wrong. But you can't let it consume you. Don't
Good
let
luck.
it huh? You said good
Good
luck?
Good luck.
Because once it consumes you, it will take you out of your purpose. Jasmine said, "I'm back. What up? Well, welcome back, Jasmine. It will definitely take you out of your purpose. And ultimately, for you to attract the type of women that you want, you have to be a man of purpose. They have to see that you are headed in a direction. You bring something to them that is needed, that is valuable. And if they see that the only thing that you care about is out here running behind, you know, running behind women to sleep with them, that's cute for a certain amount of time, but that will run dry and roll that meow. Yes. Yes, you know, and so I think that that's something that men chase after, and obviously it's in our DNA. We want it, we love it, we need it, we desire it, we lust for it, but I don't think it's good to allow it to consume you. So that's one thing, you know, me and Ashley both agree on, that men chase after, they seek in a partner that's not good for them. Anything else, Ashley? Another thing that you feel like men chase after, that's when it comes to a partner, you know, they look for in a partner, but may not be so good for them?
Probably to have a woman that's just subservient to them 100% of the time. I mean, me personally, I don't think that's really healthy. Now, if both parties are willing to be like, hey, okay, this is what I want, and the other one is like, okay, no problem, that's fine. But I don't want a woman that's just going to be like, hey, I mean, I tell her 100% of things every time, and then she follows everything to the letter. Like I say, I don't want a damn robot.
Yeah, like Coming to America with Prince Akeem.
Exactly. There you go. That's a good example. Barks like a dog. Nah.
All right, let's see what Jersey said. Like that dude who said he likes his wife homely and and divorced her out these streets, non-homely looking woman. Oh yeah, the relationship guru. I know you talk about. I forgot his name. Is his name something Jax? I forgot his name. I know who you're talking about. He had his wife on the show with the bonnet, but then divorced her and was out here with like a supermodel. Yeah, I don't think I think men chase after a subservient woman. I agree with you, Ashley, Larry. And it's nothing wrong with having a woman who is feminine and a woman who is willing to listen to you. But women are also a great motivator. And if she's completely subservient to you and she listens to everything that you tell her, you also might be missing out on her ability to motivate you.
Right.
And a lot of men at the apex may not need motivation, but there's a lot of men in the middle, in the gray area, that definitely need motivation from women. They are our greatest motivation, especially if you don't have children. If you don't have children, your woman, your wife, your lady, your girlfriend, she should be one of your greatest motivations besides yourself. And if she agrees with everything that you say, then I think as a man, you're going to miss out on that wonderful part of a woman that can motivate you and nurture you. You can come across as too masculine,
Right.
which a lot of people like to now call toxic masculinity. The last thing I think men chase after that is not good for them when it comes to a potential partner. Ooh, what could be the last one?
Shit, that first one should have been all three.
The last one is a woman. A lot of men like a lot of men I see, they have allowed themselves to get into relationships with a woman who is, like we were saying, that's a little bit too combative. That's a little bit too, like you competing with your woman. I see dudes competing with their women.
Okay.
And if that's what you're looking for, that is at a detriment to you as a man. Because as a man, you should not be competing with a woman. You shouldn't want a woman to compete with. If you sitting there, baby, how much money you make? I got to make more money than you. A lot of men are with women that, that challenge them and they're competing with. It's okay to have a disagreement. It's okay to be challenged, but consistently where everything is an argument, everything is a back and forth, everything is and I see a lot of men in those type of relationships. So I'm assuming that it's something that they want.
Yeah, that's
it's like
not
a chaotic,
healthy.
it's like a chaotic relationship. When you should be working together. So it seems like there's something I've never been that way, so I can't quite understand where that comes from in a man. But I see a lot of men in that situation and they stay, they don't change it, they don't leave, they just stay within it, like, that's just how my lady is.
Right. I was just about to say the same thing. I can't look at it. I don't understand it either, but some of them people have been in that situation since they've been in relationships. That's all they know. They don't see the other side where it could be a little better or even much better. That's just how they've been. That's how they grew up. That's how they saw their mom and dad. And that's just how they see themselves in every relationship that they've been in.
Right. And it's definitely not the right formula. Jersey said what she feels like a man is looking for is a woman who is fit, feminine, and cooperative. That's true too. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. That's what he used to say. Now, I mean, cooperative and feminine, I definitely said those. Fit, I'll take loyalty over being in great shape. Because I feel like eventually, long term, it's unrealistic to think a woman is going to be in great shape forever. She could, and round of applause if she does, but
Jersey said, I see differently.
but I'd rather her be loyal and a little bit chubby than fit and promiscuous. I'd rather her be chubby and loyal than in great shape and promiscuous. I'll take chubby and loyal. I'll take chubby and loyal for 100, Alex.
400.
Yo, everybody, this is the WCIS Weekend Inspire Someone. OPP only promote positivity. It's your boy Lil Fat Mushy Toe. Shout out to Waterbed Head. Shout out to Uncle DV. Shout out to the fourth horseman, ASHY Larry. And shout out to Jersey Devil MD. Don't forget the MD, y'all. Thank y'all so much. You got any parting words for the people, ASHY Larry? Let me also say thank you, my brother, for coming in. You definitely helped me tonight. You added a lot to the conversation. You added a lot to the show, as you always do, from behind the scenes, on the camera, voice, typing, everything. I appreciate you, and I hope that you definitely come back again. I really enjoyed this show tonight. I really, really did. It's probably my most favorite one that I've done since the comeback.
No problem, dude. I'll be on a little bit more. Just taking care of some things right now. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you also to Jersey Devil for coming on to the show. lending her expertise and her womanly point of view. You know, you need a little estrogen. We all need a little estrogen in our life every once in a while. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell and hit that thumbs up, aka the Fonzarelli. Hey, Monday, Tuesday, happy days. Thank y'all so much. Saturday, I'll be putting out the next podcast episode. So make sure y'all check out for that. And I'll be live again on Sunday at 9 o'clock. Yes, Sunday at 9 o'clock. The show will be live if you want to join. And if you have any topics, any clips, I done figured out how we can actually bring we can look at a clip. We can all react to clips together now on the show. So if y'all have a clip, y'all can send me a clip in the DMs. Send me a clip and we can all react to it live on the show and give our opinions. You know, a lot of you, I'm not on TikTok, so I'm not on there to snatch no videos, clips, or anything. But if y'all on TikTok and y'all want us to discuss a topic, discuss a certain clip, discuss a certain point of view. Oh, what up? Darling Nikki is in the building. What up, Darling Nikki? The Purple Princess.
Disconnected.
Oh, damn, they telling us it's time for this. I guess it's time to go. Yeah, make sure that y'all come on through on Sunday and we'll do some video reactions. And if you have any topics or any questions that you want to send into the show, you can send them in the DM. All the information is scrolling along the screen right here. My Facebook and everything. SWAT member, Darling Nikki, Michelle, JERSII, everybody that tuned in tonight, BX the Great One. I wish I could go back and name everybody, but everybody, Jasmine, everybody that tuned in, thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much, ASHY Larry.
No problem.
Thank you, Jersey Devil. And it's your boy Little Fat Mushy TOV representing the WCIS. We can't inspire someone. OPP only promote positivity. Thank you for tuning into the community. That's all about
Unity.
God bless each and every one of y'all. Stay blessed, stay beautiful. And until Sunday, we out. Later, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.